Carolina, and I'm going to do a tutorial for a move that I call the spiral staircase, but that some other people call the escalator. That I just don't call it the escalator because to me an escalator doesn't go around in circles. And what this hoop does is like a staircase, it spirals up and down so that once you've attached it and it started, it's just going to go in circles all the way down. Or once you've started here, it's going to go in circles all the way up. So that reminds me of a spiral staircase, especially riding down the banister of one. Once you launch it, it's going all the way down. So there are several parts of this, and what I intend to do now is show you how to do it with both sides, put together a drill, and some variations that you can use with it also. So first thing, I usually tell my students to think about holding their hoop like they're holding a big steering wheel, and then let the hoop slide around in whatever hand is holding it, and that hand is holding it in a lobster claw grip, which is a grip where the hand is closed like a lobster claw. Even when a lobster's claw is closed, there's still a hole in the middle of it. When we hold our hoops like that, it allows the hoop to slide in that hole. So what we're doing is we're letting it slide as the hoop comes around, and then we want to make the bottom of the hoop land either on this knot at the top of the spine or anywhere up to the base of the skull. It's about 4 inches of space there that you're aiming for. So that means the bottom of the hoop has to be high, and how you get it up there is by deploying your pointer finger, your index finger, so you let the hoop slide in the lobster claw, open up your pointer finger, and then use the tip of your pointer finger to push out. And see how it lifts up the back of the hoop? So if you do that as it's spinning around, you can make the hoop land right in that sweet spot. Notice how, because you've brought the hoop around, it has its own momentum as it lands in that sweet spot, and this is the first place that it hits something that's in the way. So if you can let it be already started to trip and fall, when you open your hand, it's going to wrap all the way down you. So the next thing that you have to think about is you got to let it go then. You got to take your hand off of it. So this move is not this. Let me do that again. It's not this. It's letting the hoop hit the back of your neck, letting it go, letting it fall over your opposite shoulder and flip to the front, to the back, and then back to the front. Where you can either wait for it with your feet together, so it lands like this, or you can lift up the opposite foot of whatever hand had the hoop, and the hoop will come all the way down until it's wrapped and ready to be sent back up. So to review that and to add the very ending of how you catch it, we start with it here, we let it go out into a smooth circle and slide in our lobster claw and extend our index finger and push out, let it land in the sweet spot on the back of the neck, let it fall over that shoulder. Since the hoop's in my right hand, I'm going to pick up my left foot. And after I let that hoop go, gotta let the hoop go, then I'm going to take the hand that was just holding it and I'm going to just take it straight down and I'm going to wait for the hoop. So it's out of my hand now, my hand comes down like I'm doing Bob Fosse jazz hands. And wait for it, boom, here it is. So, one more time. Circle. Deploy index finger over the shoulder, drop it, lift out your opposite leg, and open. Now you're ready to take the hoop back up. Notice how I've kind of got my pointer finger again deployed to help me keep the hoop level so that it's straight in the wall plane beside me. And I'm going to deliver it straight across. In this case, it's going to come to about my belly button. The same foot that I had to lift for it to go up, down, is going to have to lift for it to come up. So, hoop's in my right hand, that means my left foot lifts. So I'm going to close to the belly, and then again, you've got to take your hand off the hoop. And when you do that, it's going to make like a C on the way up. And you're going to take your hand up. You got some choices up here, but for ours, we're going to turn it out, and we're going to wait for it here. So, boom. Now the reason I keep coming back to this center place of driving the car is this is a great place to do a drill. so you can take it down on the other side and get to practice that side as well. Bring it back up on the other side, whoops, and come back to here and then do the same thing on the other side. This is a great way to practice moves, and it develops both sides of your learning at the same time. So troubleshooting some of the getting it back up. So in both cases, the hoop needs to be in the plane that is wrapping around you and flat. So think, I need it to be flat. When it's all the way down, it's still got to be flat. So that means you want to make sure that it's not leaning back, or that you're not leaning back. Because if you're trying to deliver it and it's lost contact with your leg, it's way back here, it's going to come up funny and it's going to hit you. So check your plane, check your grips. Oops. Make yourself let go of the hoop. If you find that you don't want to let go of the hoop, then make it about, I'm going to let go of the hoop and I'm not going to take my hand up, I'm just going to get it out of the way. Just make it about, I'm letting go of the hoop. And then you can work on taking it up and catching it. As far as troubleshooting, getting it back up, so you want to, it's not a fast push, it's not about how fast the push is, it's just got to be steady and even speed. So if I just go close and catch, the slower I close it, the slower it's going to go at my body. When I close it, I've got to close all the way to the belly button. So if your hand is coming off back here, you don't know when that hoop is going to hit you. You want to have your hand against your opposite side so you know right when it's going to hit you, and then you can take your hand up. So close to the opposite side, lift the opposite foot, take your hand up in a seat and out. That was my kitty. I'm so sorry. Isn't she the cutest? Oh my goodness, she's so good. Sorry, baby. You're a good girl. What was I saying? Down. And then going back up, you've got to keep it flat. Hand to the belly. Oh, as you move your weight onto the foot that's going to become your balancing foot, consciously do that. So if I'm lifting my left foot, my right foot is becoming my balancing foot. If I can put my weight in that so that I can stand comfortably in there, I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable lifting my other foot to come down. So one of the things I like about hooping is what it does for your balance. So practicing balancing in places is really good. So I was also going to talk to you, I think that's all the troubleshooting I can think of. Let me just do a couple real quick and see. There's a lot of things that you can do with your hands. So you can either choose to practice keeping your hand down so that your arm is elongated, taking it out to the side, taking it up. So all these things can be dressed up with how you do your hands. So see what just happened right there? My hoop, if I had let that go, it would not have worked. And the reason it wouldn't work is because I'm way down here on my back. So I can't emphasize this enough. In order to clear the shoulders, you've got to get up to the neck so that you're over the shoulders. Boom. Boom. So a good move that you can put this with is the America's Next Top Model walking step through. I have another tutorial just about that, but here's what it looks like. You can also use it for step outs. So if I'm here right now, my right leg is in, I can close it and step in with both legs. Now step out with my left leg, step in with both legs. Now with the other leg, I had my right and left messed up. Now with this leg. So it's easy to punctuate music with this kind of move. And then you can go right from it into that walking step through. That might be it. So, just so you know, you're getting this video warts and all because I've been letting perfectionism shut me down so that I'm not sharing videos and it's crazy. So, for the month of January, as a way for me to practice getting over that and releasing attachment to whatever the voices in my head are that hold me back in perfectionism. But I'm going to make a video every day for 30 days, a tutorial, and I'm going to post them. And they're going to be just like this. So it's just a practice in me, for me, in accepting, I don't know, I don't have the right words for what this is. But I feel like I need this experiment, so I'm going to do it. 30 days, 31 days of tutorials every day. I'm babbling.